Hello everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Ark Ascended Scorched Earth. Hope you guys are all doing well, having a great day, evening, afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are in this world, and are staying safe. Now today, no, we are not going back to the caves. We are standing on our facility, just little grouping here, because today we're going on a little, I guess you could say, side quest. Um, we got our regular facility just here that'll be bread, and then we got an extra mail that I got just to have the mate boosted, and we're gonna be going and taking them. I want to try something basically, so it's gonna be probably a shorter episode, but we're gonna take them on a journey to go hunt deathworm. I do need to grab a saddle for the male. Um, as for names, uh, I'm not too sure what to call her really. Uh, what could we call you? We might not call the male, name the male, but we should name her. How about Moon? Does that make any sense, Moon? Not really. Uh, yeah, quick like this, I'm not too sure about what name to call her, but I'm gonna call her Moon nonetheless. And then, yeah, we're gonna take her. We're gonna go on a little adventure. I want to see I want to see if they're any good against death worms. That's what I wanted to do. Anyway, she got 39 levels in right now. We're gonna boost her up. Are we going to 15? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stop here at 12 for now. I want to give her some extra power. And then, yeah, so 12k. The male doesn't have as much because, well, he was. I was going to say fresher, which makes sense. He's kind of fresher. He's a little bit newer compared to Moon here. So anyway, we'll take Moon as our main. I'll heal her up. I'll grab another saddle for our temporarily, well, not temporarily, but our support male. Then we'll head in the middle of the desert, hunt some deathworms, see how good these guys are against deathworms, and I don't know, just go for a little bit of a hunt here. We'll probably go and look around here. We'll probably loop around and get the red drops as we go, and we'll just take out a few of them and see how things goes. And then if, I know I did forget to hatch the wyvern last episode, so we're gonna be hatching them on this episode. That's Dino. They look like this, right? Yeah. I know we have another one somewhere. There's an extra one. It's not a very good one, but it's an extra one nonetheless. That's another blueprint. I don't really want to waste that much. These are rock golems. I wonder if I put it on blue jaw, maybe. Dino. I might have put it on blue jaw. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go check on blue jaw. Maybe I tossed it there for a second. Then we're gonna fly towards into that direction. Yeah, there you go. All right, we're good. So we're gonna start flying away. We're gonna go towards the first red drops. I'm gonna try to spot a wyvern, that worm, and then I'll bring you guys back once I find one. So we'll be right back. Here we are. So I put the wyvern here just for a safe spot, because we don't want to lose him to random death worm. The male's down here. She's not fully healed, but she's 9k at the very least. Now, if I feel like we're getting too low or we're gonna lose Moon, I will back off. But I really want to see how they fare against a death worm. So I don't know if he's gonna follow. We're gonna go underground for us. So I don't think he's gonna follow us, but underground, but that's fine. I don't want to waste too much of the stem. Hello? Did you stop following? So how can I climb here but you can't climb here? It's interesting. Come on. Anyways, let's continue on. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I can't use anything when I'm underground. Just a level 20. Okay, anyway, let's go towards the red drop. I'm sure we'll come across some death worm. We'll try with the male first off. That will give us an idea of how much damage we pull with the mate boost, and then we can check after that by ourselves if we can. There's a death worm right there on the left. So I'm sure we're gonna come. Not, the thing is that we just want one at a time, not 6 at a time. There's spot in this desert where there's like 3, 4 at the same time. We don't want that. We don't want that. Has it even spawned yet? There you go. There it is. We'll check them red, the red drops as we go. I want to try the sandstorm on a death worm, see how if it's any good. Now the other thing is with having the male, you'll be able to do the tail spin, which is supposed to prevent them from attacking. So that might give us like a little bit of time to try to get the sandstorm going. What do we got? Mastercraft Gilly and Mastercraft Torch. Nice. Alright, well, let's not go further. We'll stay on for a minute here, see if we can track one down. The early time, but if not, then I'll bring you. Oh, there's one right there. Nah, there's no way that this one is not there. It was right here. There's another one right there. Or is it the same one running away? Nope. It is right here. Does it get a line? It doesn't get a line. So you can't submerge him? Interesting. But you can't prevent him from attacking though, which is pretty good. And the damage is pretty interesting too. Because I think the corrosion stacks to 10 times. Well, that's +3. Give him more melee. You get more health. You guys barely took any damage. I mean, maybe, yeah, no, not much. Okay, well, let's try another one, because there was another one down there. So maybe because they're a worm and they actually go and submerge, you cannot submerge them? That would be sad. That would have been, I think doesn't it go by weight? I feel like it goes by weight. Where's the other one? It was right here. He was right here. Don't know where it went now. I want to try another one with the male with us. Then we'll try one by ourselves. It'll definitely be spicier by ourselves, but. I wish you could just bury and follow us. That would make things easier and faster. How far are we to the right? We're very far still from the red drops. Alright, can you give us one more? One more little worm to play with. So I don't know where the other one went. And then I'll go on a sprint by myself to the next red drop after that. Then we'll look for more. Every time I'm in this desert, normally I get like attacked. I think I got attacked by, was it on the, I think it's over here. A little further up here. I think that I got attacked by like 3 or 4 at the same time. It was a little bit crazy. Poor Wyvern's health was just melting away. Well, we might be out of luck here. So I might have to put the mail in and then just go and head to the next red drop. Because it's still, I mean, we're on the edge right now. You'd think you'd see some dead worm near the edge. Of course, whenever you're looking for something, there's not much really. So all the dead worm seems to be disappearing. Now that we're looking for them. Is he still coming? You're kind of slow, sir. Oh, and then now we have a red drop over there. Well, it is what it is. And the next red drop is over there, beside the Wyvern Trench. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go a little bit further in here, then I'll stop because we'll spend the entire episode just looking for one. Probably shouldn't have been sprinting. Alright, let me pull the plug on you. we'll head towards the next next red drop, and I'll bring you guys back when I get there. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back temporarily. I just saw 2 dead worm, not 1, but 2. So I don't know if they're gonna still be there, but I just spotted like right over the edge here. 2 of them were there. They both dove under dove underground. So hopefully they're still around here, and they didn't go too far. I'm pretty sure we can take 2 out, or take 2 on. Just gonna try to sprint here a little bit quicker. I mean, they might have moved. I thought they would aggro though. Well, that's anticlimactic. Maybe I should just spot one and lure it back. There's one right here. Come this way. It doesn't give us the line at all. Yeah, so much for that. And it doesn't look like the corrosion doesn't stack as well. Well, that's anticlimactic. So yeah, so you definitely can't submerge them. Although, with a decent saddle and imprinted, like mutated faster, you could probably tear dead worms like they're nothing. Because they don't do much, really. Which is kind of intriguing. Okay. Well, we saw what we can do at 2. So we're not far from the red drop. So I'm gonna continue and I'm gonna bring you guys back when I get to the red drop. So we'll be right back. Just about reaching the second red drop. Should be just about down here. Then we'll run on the Faso all the way to, or on Moon, sorry. All the way to the third one. What do we got? Mastercraft Desert and Mastercraft Wooden Club. I mean, the Desert Cloth is pretty good. The club, not so much, unless we had penguins, which we don't. So anyway, we're gonna go up towards the third one. If we find one dead worm, we'll fight it alone. And then if there is multiple, then I guess we'll just run away. Because it's gonna take us a little bit longer to kill it. Because we don't have the male out. I mean, we could always throw the male back out if there's 2 of them. I do want to try one by ourselves. we're definitely going to be taking a lot more damage. But I mean, yeah, I guess it's interesting that the dead worms don't get stack of corrosions. And I mean, the submerged, I guess it makes sense because they're like literally like dirt worms, not dirt worms, but like they're already underground, so that it makes sense that you can't really damage them in their own strength or in their own strong field, I guess you could say. I still think the corrosion should stack though. I think that shouldn't have been nerfed. But I mean, they still do a good amount of damage. That red drop is a little bit further than I thought. I forgot it's literally on top of the desert there. Luckily, maybe we can find one worm, which we haven't so far. Shouldn't be too far, too much further up though. That the scar is just about to end. All right, stick some stem. I think they're very interesting though. I think if you have a good bred and mutated one, I think you can definitely go through a lot of the enemies. Dead worms becomes pretty easy to take care of, especially if you have a very good saddle. I think we have a good blueprint, but there's just too much materials to make. There you go. There's the third drop. But yeah, I don't know about other creatures though. Maybe like tanky stuff, like Ankies, Dodeks. Not sure if it stacks on boss, but like anything that is big and that has like a lot of health, it's probably decent. It's probably decent against them. The only thing is they're very slow. Their attack is very slow. Is the third one? Yeah, okay. I was going to say maybe the third one hasn't spawned, but it did. Alright, so let's unburrow. Regain stem. What do we got? Sniper. Nice. And a regular shotgun, but not the pump action. I don't know how good our sniper is. We have another sniper at home, but this might be better. 176. Alright, well, this was the last red drop, so oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna head back towards the wyvern, and then if I spot one that worm, I'll bring you guys back so that we can fight it before we head back home. So we'll be right back. Spotted one, and it's actually an event one. Oh, okay, I wasn't supposed to do that. I want to try it by himself. Maybe because it's a pack, you can't do it. Nah, it definitely doesn't get any build up. Okay, but stop that. So we definitely do a lot less damage. So let's do the thing to prevent him from attacking us. That's funny. It's like a Joker. That's a Joker death worm. So you can see that he has the corrosion. He has a corrosion on him, but oh, did I miss? I mean, he's still not doing much damage, really. Would have been cool if you could still like submerge them. I mean, we're still doing a crazy amount of damage here. It's just very slow. So I'm assuming there's probably a cooldown. I'm assuming there's probably a cooldown on the tail whip here. I mean, all in all, I would say, I guess it just depends of like how you feel about it. For a creature that is kind of annoying to tame, I would say you're probably better to just tame a Giga, although the Faso can probably go to a lot of places a Giga can't go, because it can go underground like this, and it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you can find a really good one, like right away, I think they are worth it. But it just depends if you're willing to go through the trouble and like of trying to tame some, because yeah, the taming method is kind of meh. It's not the greatest. But as far as creatures goes, I think they are very cool. I was actually very excited for them to come out. But that's before the taming method and everything. So yeah, the taming method leaves to desire a little bit, but I think for the rest, I think it's definitely a pretty cool creatures. I know they are on aberration as well. I think on the surface, so maybe a glowing Faso is cooler. I don't know. We'll have to check once we get to aberration. Maybe if we can try to tame one. In the meantime, though, I'm just gonna head back. Hello, Wyvern. I'm just gonna head back to our Wyvern, and I'll bring you guys back when I get there, because we don't need to fight more. So we'll be right back. Alright, we are back home. Moon is outside. I went to drop some of the drops. Check if the sniper was better. It's not. We have a 209 right now in the pantry. But anyway, I wanted to hatch the Wyvern, so let's try. It's hot right now, so let's try the Fire Wyvern first and foremost. Is that black or is that blue? Not too sure. Hasn't been auto picked up though, so I'm gonna try to do the lightning next. So it doesn't look like any event colors at all. Let me need a terminal. I'm gonna need some bowls. I'll pick you up. 110. And then 160. So 160 has 6k health, 220 melee, and then 640 weight. I would say it's relatively low. Yeah, it's oak average health, average weight, but kind of low melee. So not great, really not great. And the fire is whatever. So yeah, not too good either way. I'm gonna put them back in here so they can keep growing. Yeah, not great. I would have expected something better from the 160, but it is what it is. Luck of the draw, I suppose. So yeah, a little bit of a different episode today. But we've achieved the goal nonetheless. We've tried the fast Solus, which is the giant lizard of the desert, against the apex of the desert, which is the death worm. Would have been nice to find an alpha death worm and see how we would fare, but I would assume that even with just two, we probably would have just ruined it. So let's leave it here. Goals achieved. Uh, Personal opinion on it, I think they are very cool creatures. They have very cool and unique skills as well. Sadly, they're just not useful against the dead worm, which is like the other apex of the desert. But yeah, just heavy on the taming thing, but I think they're very, very cool. So yeah, let's leave it there. Um, we tried them, we tested them, and yeah, I really love the outlook of it though. Yeah, I really love how they look like. But yeah, the taming is kind of me. But in the meantime, though, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are in this world. Do stay safe. Click like and subscribe if you like the video. It helps massively. So big, big thank you for all of you guys for the support and for still being here. And yeah, I hope you guys have a safe rest of your day, and I'll see you all on to the next video. Until then, stay safe, take care, and remember, darkness is everywhere. Dark out.